wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. X3, 218, chopper. Check. Fresno. Rush in. Leo. Check.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Flexing his muscle at the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hard.
Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Hey, wahoo! Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert shoves him aside. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Shift. Slam.
From the gun, Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
A first down carry for Henry. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Check 24. Check 24. Check. 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 Stand. Shoot.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
6-6. Pull it high. Slam. Check 3. Hey, lock it. Check 37. Check. Ready.
Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ready up.
50's the money. Who that? Check 31. Check 31. Switch.
Whitestone travel. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Tighten up. Check 99. Alert
3.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yellow.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
I got you. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch the fly.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yellow.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Flag.
This is Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naeem Hines, 63 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 38 yards on the scamper there. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Bo Scarborough. Opening quarter. And the Titans have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Yellow. Hey, check back 21. Mike 21. Check back 21. Exit. Exit. Hey, check back 21. Mike 21. Check back 21. Watch the run. Watch the run. Say, Ripley. Ripley. Check now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Motion. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Yellow. 43. 43. Okay.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And the catch made by Johnson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Go on. Check 26. Check 26. Six guy. Check six guy. He's crashing.
Look at me. Go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Hey, get away from him. He's coming. Double up.
Go out.
Showing up.
On second down, it's Henry. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
Yeah, baby.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get
hold off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day. Check. Motion to backfield. Hey, check. Mike 21. Check, Mike.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming for you. Hey, watch it.
Hey, 57.
Check, Mike 21. Check, Mike 21.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
0-0, Mike 3. Yellow. Check.
They run with Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Back to you. Check safety, check safety. Check three, check three, check three. 15, 15.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch the eye. Easy. Hold the look, hold.
Let's go. Okay.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
I'm coming after you. Sponge. No. Jump up. Squeeze. Sponge.
After the penalty, it's Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Set up. 30 base.
Watch the slant. SOS.
Leo.
SOS.
Shoot.
Kill. Watch out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Okay, ready? Hard. Hey, Delta. Yes. Ready?
On first down, Herbert. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Come on.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Go, go. Switch it, come here, switch it. Hey! Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got Smith here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, Sam off. There. Look at me. Zipper.
Second down and inches. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Yellow. Bravo. Yeah, Mike Creek. Coming to you.
Hey, yellow, go.
Twits. Watch twits.
Yellow.
Hey, check 24.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And he's going to go down again. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in deep.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the Colts first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Kill.
Yellow.
Now it's Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 39, Mahomes. Johnson's got it complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Get in the weight room. Trey, 57, 57.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jayon Brown picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Got it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Herbert under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Check 52. Safe.
Blue draw quarters.
From the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Shoot. 15. Check.
Check 26, check 26.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Titan football. They are in the 4th in Buffalo. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way